going right up behind the gearbox there. Oh, he's 50 off into the wall. That's a bit rude, Mr. Benetton. Hey guys, Edge Racing here back today with another video. Now this weekend F1 returns back to Styria, back to the Red Bull Ring for another double header in the championship. And last year we had a brilliant race with, of course, last lap Lando and Hamilton's wet qualifying lap. It was a really great double header, and I was glad to see F1 back at the Red Bull Ring. But back in the mid 80s and 70s and 60s, the Red Bull Ring was slightly different, only slightly different, and it was the original Austrian ring layout of the circuit. Now the major differences are basically one's a lot quicker than the other. The new circuit has more tight corners, bigger braking zones, just more runoff as well. But the old layout was ridiculously fast. Long, fast, sweeping right-handers, with only really the first corner, which was actually only introduced in the mid-70s. And the first few years of the circuit was just a full sweeper into turn 1, which was extremely dangerous, but extremely fun. So I thought it'd be interesting to find out how wild was the original layout of the circuit. So we're here today back in the Assetto Corsa, and I have found a mod for the Austrian ring, and we are in the Lotus 98T with a 1986 season skin pack on the car for a quick 6-lap AI race here at the circuit. It should be a ton of fun. So without further ado, see you on the track. Right, so here we are on the grid. Let's see if we can try and get a nice clean start, maybe even try and survive turn 1 with the AI. So it's lights out and away we go. Trying to keep those reps building up and... Oh. I didn't mean for that to happen. Right, so here we are on the grid here at the Austrian ring. 26 cars all out to discover what a 1980s turbo feels like. Absolutely nothing and then all of everything at once. Now it's like going to Ligier, is it? We try and scramble to get the power down. Not really anywhere to go to turn 1. We're going to have to take it quite a bit cautiously. The AI a bit spicy through turn 1. Now, in the modern layout, goes to a right-hander and then you're straight back on the power again. It's pretty high speed. Used to be like that back in the 70s as well, but it was like a 4th, 5th gear sweeper. Now it was a chicane, which is what we've just been through there, as the I think that might have been a Renault decided to get off the throttle in front of me. Very helpful. And now up to the first of the right-hand sweepers. This is the just trying to get the power down. There we go. And now on the power once again, 5th gear, 6th gear very soon. There it is. Just watch that speed climb, 280, 290 k's, almost 200 miles an hour. And we're not even on 100% boost yet, now up to the second of the right-hand sweepers into the Bosch curve. And then you can get on the power nice and early. And now up to a part of the track which you might recognise, known as the Haveline chicane back in the day. And I believe it's still called the chicanes now, or more affectionately known as the double left-hander. Third gear car wanting to understeer so much. So we try and catch back up to this pack of AI up ahead. No AI in the mirrors. Oh, big lift through there. Haven't quite got the downforce to carry the speed through. And now up to the final curve, the Jochen Rindt curve, down to 4th gear once again. And then easy on the power. Oh, lots of understeer on the power. Don't have to watch the oversteer anymore, which is just not to plough into the Armco barriers on the outside. And there's the first lap completed. We're going to turn the turbo pressure up by another 10%, get out to 80%. 6th gear. Just about get car slowed down for the chicane. Probably braked a little bit late there, but we make it through as much as the car is slumping and sliding around all over the place. We have gained time on the AI ahead. Now, as I said, the actual essence of this track is very similar to the modern racetrack. In the layout, it's just a bit smaller now. If anything, it's probably a bit slower as well. The corners have tightened up in the interest of safety and everything, and runoff has definitely been increased. At the moment, there is no runoff. There is a grass bank and then the crowds. Proper 1980s style. Oh, there's an accident up ahead. Can we maybe just gain some positions? Oh, okay, he manages to collect it up. Although one of the blue cars there, can't remember which team that is, decided to take a quick visit to the barrier. But the essence of the track has remained the same. A high-speed flowing circuit, great for racing. There's a Brabham off on the grass. Need your fans there, mate, to try and cut the grass. Oh, now we can try and get back on the power again. See if we can try and take this left down the flat. Not quite. The car just wants to plow. We haven't quite got enough downforce bolted on. Of course, you don't really need the downforce around this circuit. You want the high speed and the low drag package. Whoa! Try and sneak through. Oh, I thought he was going to give me the space. I've pushed you into the pit lane. Sorry, mate. Better luck next time. And now we're on to lap 4. I'm going to brake a bit earlier. Okay, that was a bit too early. Down second gear for the chicane, and then just a dab on the left foot brake just to help get the car settled. It's one of the slowest corners on the circuit. You feel so clumsy after going through the fast sweepers. Actually, we'll chuck it up to 100% boost. Why not? Let's see if we can try and catch up. And already you can see the closing speed on the AI. Oh, I've got my pedals a bit messed up there. Oh, as Nannini has retired. Probably one that went into the pit lane. Sorry again. And now up through the gears once again. We're closing on what looks to be the 2 Benettons. Is there space on the inside? There is space on the grass. Is the Brabham's going to give us the space? Not quite. As the Benetton goes shooting up the inside once again. He's overshot it. We're going to get this. Whoa! I thought he was going to cut across me then. And now back up through the gears once again. Oh, take a shot every time I say once again. It's the only thing of commentary I can say. Probably need some tips in commentary. I can ask Craig to do that for me. Oh, there we go. Just starting to get the hang of this car now. I say that and immediately have a massive kick of oversteer on power. You've got to remember you are trying to stick down 1200 horsepower into those big rear tyres. There's only so much it can take. One quote which I've always loved to repeat and repeat again was, the power may be infinite but the grip is not. And that's just a word to describe the real ferocity of 1980s F1 and just this style of racetrack in general. I mean, there is no safety here. There's a bit of Armco, just one tiny bit of Armco protecting you from plummeting into the Styrian mountains. Let's even try and catch up to this Brabham up ahead. We've got the speed on the straights, but they've got the speed through the corners. One, probably running a bit more downforce. I've had to actually change the setup for this car, extend the gears, lower the downforce, just to try and, well, not max out on 100% boost at 320 Ks, which we will be hitting very soon. Oh, the closing speed. The closing speed on the Brabham. Oh, we touched the grass on entry there. As we head down into the right-hander, where, of course, Alex Albon famously tried to ground the outside of Lewis Hamilton before grounding Lewis Hamilton, a sore loser for hitting him off. Still don't particularly think that was Hamilton's fault entirely, but I'm sure that'll cause some arguments in the comments below. Now let's see if we can try and catch up to the guys ahead. That corner's just not quite flat. We're going to try turning in a bit earlier next lap, although already we're on to the 5th lap out of 6. A couple more places up for grabs. I reckon we can try and catch up. If we get a good exit out of this last corner, which we do, we're going to extend it right out to the wall. Oh, the closing speed in the slipstream. We're going to pull out the last second brake about the 200 mark into the Hellerlicht chicane. I'm sure I've probably butchered that pronunciation. Whoa! Get right up behind the gearbox there. Oh, he's 50 off into the wall. That's a bit rude, Mr. Benetton. Going to try and get that place back on this last lap. We've got the power. Of course, this 100% boost. You would never race this 100% boost. You'd blow the engine in one lap, but of course they did. The 100% boost in the qualifying tyres would last one lap. And of course, when you've got Ayrton Senna driving this car, you're going to be able to get that one lap, the one lap you needed. Oh, bouncing off the rev limiter there at 250 Ks. Oh, down to 3rd gear. That was probably a mistake. We get back past the Benetton, who decided to give us a little bit of a punterino, but I'm sure he won't mind. But oh wow, this is a blast driving this. This circuit is awesome. I mean, the modern layout is just as great, especially for racing. But when you've got a circuit just this high speed, proper 1980s stuff. There we go, turned in early enough. Oh, just about. Okay, the leader's on the final lap. I miscounted. We've got one more lap. I'm not minding though. I reckon I can get these 3 cars up ahead, especially if we get a good exit out here. Whoa, which we don't. We managed to hold the car together though. But the 1200 horsepower just decided to say, absolutely not, sir. Try again next time. So we're going to try and have a good run through the chicane break just after the 200. Hill towing down to second gear. Turn it in. Try not to use the curb there. Really unsettle the car. They're going side by side up ahead. That gives us a chance to try and catch up. Fourth gear. Fifth gear. Just watching that speed climb. It's a blur. You cannot tell what the number is. There's a McLaren ahead of us. Our McLaren teammate. Oh, just trying to edge the throttle on there. You can feel the car being loose and unwilling to put that power down. I think that's a Williams who's just about to overtake. And now the Benetton teammate, we're going to maybe go around the outside. And our McLaren teammate as well. Whoa, the closing speed. You have to get on the brakes so much earlier than them though, because we're carrying in so much more speed. And then we're going to say, goodbye sir, I have 1200 horsepower. Oh, that was a mistake getting on the throttle there. The car just wants to understeer so much. Down to third gear. Oh, the car again just ploughing at the front. Now let's see if we can turn in early enough to take this corner flat. Oh, definitely not. Maybe with a bit more setup changes and maybe with a bit more skill, we might have made it work. Through the Jochen Rink curve for the last time. Oh, that was a bit too much inside. How early can we get on the power? There we go, 250 Ks. And across the line, and we come across in 7th place. Not bad from starting from the back of the grid, but wow, this circuit is fast. That's a pass to drive. So there we are, guys. Nigel Mansell managed to get the win, so not entirely unrealistic, in fact, in terms of the AI, but wow, that circuit is a blast to drive. As I said, I'll put the link for the track in the description below, for the car pack, skin pack I should say, in the description below. Always a pleasure to drive the 9080, and at somewhere like this where it wouldn't have raced, the absolute just pure bravery of the drivers back then to go flat out around a track like that with no runoff, no form of safety, just pure racetrack, grass, mountainside is unfathomable. I would not even begin to imagine just how scary that would have been. But as always, if you have enjoyed this video, I really appreciate if you like button, subscribe if you want to as well. Check out my Twitch in the description below, going for 100 followers on there, and we're 2 subscribers away on here as well from the big 100. Maybe we might do something for 100 subscribers, who knows. But again, apologies for the lack of uploads recently. I'm back at work now, so trying to balance it is quite difficult, but hopefully we're going to be getting back into the groove soon. As always, if I don't upload a video, probably streaming, especially on the Mondays and Tuesdays, in the evening, 7 o'clock-ish. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go off and might even drive some more of this. That could be pretty fun. But yeah, have a really awesome rest of your day. See you all next time.